r/AskReddit posted by Julianus 2503. What do people think is healthy but really isn't? Smoothies from smoothie shops. They use sorbets, ice creams, and juices with an insane amount of sugar in them. My sister worked at a smoothie shop and people would always come in after going to the gym. It's not what most people think it is. The stupid cleanses, your body naturally gets rid of toxins and stuff. You just need to drink water. If you need to clean anything, it's your liver. Give it 6 weeks without alcohol or drugs, it'll thank you for it. Anything Dr. Oz tries to sell you. My grandma kept buying some weird water and pouring it on her wounds that were slow to heal due to diabetes because of this asshat. But Dr. Oz said, every grandma. Activated charcoal. It's amazing if you've been poisoned, but it absorbs good nutrients and medications as well. I'm getting so sick of seeing it in everything. Granola bars. The one I was eating daily had the nutritional value of a Snickers. Granola bars were always meant to be a portable, non-perishable and high-energy snack which is automatically going to have carbs and sugar. Reminds me of the breakfast cookie-ish people make and then they somehow decide it is healthy because it's not bacon or chocolate. I don't even understand. Popularity edit, on the topic of advertising. Very few brands actually advertise as health food. They advertise to active people, and I think the effect of seeing healthy people in the advertisements is part of what gives that false sense of nutritional value. Forgiving a family member simply because they're family. Sometimes people do horrible things to others and you're better off without them in your life, regardless of relation. Edit. A lot of people have brought up a great distinction that I neglected, the old adage forgive but don't forget. By all means, forgive the person that does not equate to letting them back into your life. And the reason people say to forgive is for your own health and well-being, not because of the person who wronged you. Forgiveness does not mean you've swept it under the rug. Low fat. 100% fat-free. Bottling up their emotions so others don't have to hear it, for most people. Emotions are like farts. You may struggle to find a good time and place to let them out, but if you never let them out you'll explode. Fat-free food. Yeah, to make up for the loss of fat they pump it full of sugars. Besides that, your body needs fats. Fats aren't some evil, bad, chunky boys, our body relies on them. As long as you don't receive too much of it and it's mostly unsaturated fats, you're good. Vitamin water. It's stacked with ridiculous levels of sugar and no vitamins. The vast majority of salads at restaurants. A handful of lettuce buried beneath fried chicken, cheese, and ranch dressing. The food pyramid that was popularized by the USDA is a terrible idea. A lot of people today have realized this, but many older folks still see it as the Bible of good eating. And they are very fat. The fact that it's pyramid not triangle means there's two secret sides. The forbidden fruit and Dippin' Dots for sure. Gatorade, not a healthy alternative to soda. Drink water. But it has what plants crave, the inability to be separated from one's partner/partners for a slightly extended amount of time. There is often more than love there, that ish starts to border on already is codependency. It's not really fair to say things are healthy versus unhealthy. A burger is a nutritious food. You have carbs, fat, protein. But if you're eating burgers all the time, you have a problem. People like to answer these sorts of questions by saying yogurt with the implication that it's marketed as healthy, but actually junk. It's not the case. For example, you can eat those 80 to 100 calorie cups of yogurt that have 8 to 9 grams of sugar, 10 to 15 grams of protein. I'll usually have one of these a day. Or you can eat one with 200 calories and 30 grams of sugar, and almost no protein, and have them all the time. There's a difference. Smoothies are often seen as healthy, too, but you can easily cram 1,000 plus calories into a smoothie and it feel like a light snack. But if you are careful about what you put into the smoothie, it actually can be a light snack. Gluten-free food is for people allergic to gluten. It's not some dieting trick. As someone with a gluten allergy, I am grateful for ignorance on this topic. Gluten-free foods used to be hard to find, but thanks to its popularity, now most major grocery stores I go to have entire sections for gluten-free products. Yeah, but now you also get groups incorrectly labeling in order to cash in. Remember a while back when Papa John had gluten-free pizza crusts? That they prepped on the same counters as the other dough, along with wheat flour to keep it from sticking? Lot of celiacs got sick from it because the dough itself might have been gluten-free, but the end product was not. Ordering sweet tea instead of getting a soda might just be a southern thing though. 3 large meals a day. The amount of comments here saying something that literally no one has ever claimed or thought to be healthy is staggering. Washing your hair every single day. I still feel weird when I bathe without shampooing the ish out of my hair, but the fact is that my hair is a lot healthier now that I wash it every other day. Organic, chemical-free skincare. Basically replacing helpful and safe chemicals for your skin with irritating ingredients, food, and essential oils that would just make things a lot worse. Sure, it works for some people, but it's not exactly a good thing to tell everyone that chemicals are bad. People often forget that we, and our skin, are actually a chemical composition, and not all of these are harmful, but are actually good for you. They also forget that literally everything is a chemical. Declawing cats. It's literally amputation at the first knuckle. Painful as fuff. Healthy alternatives, regular trimming and scratching posts. Not gonna lie, I used to tell myself if I ever got a cat, I'd declaw them right away. I hate the scratches, the damage to furniture, etc. Then I heard how it's done, now I just decided I'll never get a cat. I can't do that to an animal for selfish reasons. If I can't deal with the potential consequences, then I'm not fit for one. Shielding their children from every conceivable horror in the real world until they're 18 and naive as fuff. Straight up let your kids get scraped knees and watch an R-rated movie every once in a while. Absolutely anything Gwyneth Paltrow likes. I don't understand how that company is allowed to make the claims or sell the products they do. Dark chocolate. Candy companies like Mars have poured thousands of dollars into studies on flavonoids, which are antioxidants found in cocoa that could possibly reduce your risk of heart disease. In reality, the high sugar content found in most brands of dark chocolate far outweighs any of its benefits. Marijuana. While it can have positive effects, it does have negative effects, too. Seems like the go-to pro-weed Reddit argument is it's good for you. No, in 99% of cases if you inhale a bunch of smoke every day it's gonna be less healthy than not doing it. There are a ton of great pro-weed arguments, but an otherwise healthy person taking up smoking to become healthier is pretty ridiculous. Non-GMO products. The non-GMO project label is on thousands of products and is used as a marketing ploy. Less than 30 varieties of plants, corn, wheat, etc., even have the potential to be GMOs as of right now. GMO products have been heavily researched and no difference between non-GMO products have been found. Not to mention we've been manipulating our crops for thousands of years, so while not modified the way most people think, we have been genetically modifying our food for a very long time. Cable news. People who watch it think they are better informed by watching 6 hours of news a day, when they are really just buying into the fear, anger, outrage cycle which just feeds back into watching more of the same. Edit, since I keep seeing the same replies over and over, a few responses, I don't have a national source I can definitively recommend for news. Some local stations can be good, but many of them are actually owned by a large media group at this point and can't be trusted blindly either. I've seen more replies than I'd care to admit which are, yeah, this biased thing is terrible, this other biased thing is what you should trust. I wish I had time to point out that problem to each person, but sadly, too many people are doing that to do so individually. Please, folks, use multiple sources which don't rely on each other. If there's others, I'll add in more later. I get all my news from Reddit commenters who didn't read the article. If you enjoyed this installment of Late Night Reddit, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already done so. The link to the original thread will be in the pinned comment. Post in the comments below some more things people mistakenly label as healthy despite it not actually being so. Enjoy the rest of your night, and try to get some sleep.